Now we are revising old topic in order to understand next sum. Okay. On the basis of liability of underwriter, the underwriting can be divided into two types. First one pure underwriting, second one firm underwriting. Okay. This is important for solving next sum, so please understand. On the basis of liability of the underwriter, the underwriting can be divided into two types: pure underwriting and firm underwriting. Okay. In pure underwriting, the underwriter will give a guarantee to purchase a shares only if public does not subscribe the share. Okay. In pure underwriting, the underwriter gives the guarantee to purchase a shares only if public does not purchase the shares. Okay. ಈ ಪ್ಯೂರ್ ಅಂಡರ್ರೈಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂಡರ್ರೈಟರ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಶೇರ್ ನ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅವಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ಒಂದು ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ನ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಓಕೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ ಫರ್ಮ್ ಅಂಡರ್ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಅಂಡರ್ರೈಟರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗಿವ್ ಎ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ to purchase a share when public does not subscribe, plus he will give guarantee for purchasing a certain number of shares irrespective of public subscribing it or not, because he may be interested in that particular company. ಓಕೆ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸತಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೀನಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಫರ್ಮ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಅನ್ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡದೇ ಇರೋ ಶೇರ್ನು ಅಂಡರ್ ರೈಟರ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಈ ವಿಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಸರ್ಟನ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಎ ಕಂಪನಿ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಈ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಕಂಪನಿ. ಓಕೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅನ್ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ಡ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ಈಗ ಸಮ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಅವರು ಸರ್ಟನ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ದಿ ಅಂಡರ್ರೈಟರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ as what firm underwriting, firm underwriting. For solving the sum, we will treat firm underwriting in two ways. First one as it is treated as market application, second one it is treated as unmarked application. Okay. I am repeating once again. In firm underwriting, you will purchase two kinds of share. First one is what if public does not subscribe the share, you will purchase the share, plus you will purchase certain number of shares for himself. Okay. This is called as what firm underwriting. And for solving a firm underwriting can be treated in two ways. First one, it can be treated as market application. Second one, it can be treated as unmarked application. Okay. Let's go through the question. A company limited has a authorized share capital of 50 lakh divided into 1 lakh equity shares of 50 rupees each. That means they are giving information about authorized share capital. Authorized share capital means maximum amount of capital the company can raise through issue of shares. Okay. Authorized share capital is how much? 1 lakh shares of rupees 50 each. Okay. Next, the company issued for subscription of 50,000 shares at a premium of 10 rupees. Company is not issuing 1 lakh shares, it is just a what authorized capital, but it is issuing how much? 50,000 shares, and it is not issuing at face value of 50 rupees, but it is issuing at what? Premium of 10 rupees. It is issuing at premium of 10 rupees. That means issue price will be 50 rupees plus 10% premium, so it will be 60 rupees. Okay. The entry issued as under X gave a guarantee for 30,000 shares including a firm underwriting of 5,000. That means he will guarantee purchase 5,000 shares. Y gave a underwriting for 15,000 shares plus firm underwriting of 2,000 shares. That means Y will guarantee purchase 2,000 shares. Z gave a guarantee for 5,000 share including firm underwriting of 1,000 shares. That means he will guarantee purchase 1,000 share. Okay. Out of total issue, 45,000 shares include firm underwriting. Out of total issue, how much is total issue? 45,000 shares. Okay. Total issue is 45,000 shares. Total shares purchased by the public is 45,000, and this 45,000 include what? Firm underwriting. It is already included what? Firm underwriting also. Okay. Firm underwriting is a part of 45,000. Okay. Next, where subscribed as follows, where the market forms is given below. X sold the market application of 16,000 and Y sold the market application of 10,000 and Z sold the market application of 4,000. Okay. Now we are calculating the liability of underwriter assuming firm underwriting will be treated as market application. First we are treating firm underwriting as a market application. Second we are treating firm underwriting as a unmarked application. Okay. Here in this sum can be solved in how many types? Two types. First we can treat firm underwriting as a market application. Second we can treat firm underwriting as a unmarked application. Okay. Let's go with solution. First type, the firm liability is treated as par with unmarked application. Okay. Here the firm liability, firm underwriting is treated as what? Unmarked application. That means here while calculating unmarked application, we will include firm underwriting. We will include what? Firm underwriting. Okay. Just go through given first. Given. Company is issuing how much shares? 50,000 shares. Issuing how many thousand shares? 50,000 shares. Okay. And it is issuing at a premium of 10 rupees. That means face value is 50 and premium is 10. That means it is issuing at 60 rupees per share. Okay. What is the issue price of the share? 60 rupees. What is the issue price? 60 rupees. Okay. And gross liability. X is giving a guarantee for 30,000 and Y is giving a guarantee for 50,000 and Z is giving a guarantee for 5,000. Total it will be 50,000. Okay. So gross liability ratio will be how much? 30,000, 15,000, 5,000. 30,000, 15,000, 5,000. If you cancel 3 zeros means you will get 30:15:5. 30:15:5. Okay. And these are all number divisible by 5. 5 ones are 5. 5 3s are 15. 5 6 are 30. So ratio will be 6:3:1. What is the ratio of gross liability? 6:3:1. Okay. Next. How much share has been subscribed by the public? 45,000 shares has been subscribed by the public, and it include what? It include firm underwriting also. 45,000 include unmarked and firm underwriting also. Okay, it include how many types of shares? 3 types of share. I am repeating once again. This 45,000 shares include 3 types of share. First one is marked. Okay. Second one is unmarked. Third one is firm underwriting. Okay. This 45,000 shares include how many types of shares? 3 types of share. Marked, unmarked, firm underwriting. Okay. We have to segregate it. First, market application 16,000 plus 10,000 plus 4,000. 16,000 plus 4,000, 20,000 plus 10,000, it will be 30,000. Market application is how much? 30,000. Market application is how much? 30,000. Unmarked application we will calculate. First, next firm underwriting 5,000 plus 2,000, 7,000 plus 1,000, 8,000. Firm underwriting 8,000. I am repeating once again. This 45,000 include market application of 30,000 and firm underwriting of how much? 8,000. So unmarked applications will be how much? See here, 45,000 include market application of 30,000 and firm underwriting of 8,000. That means unmarked application is how much? 7,000. Okay. Next, we are solving this sum. First type, firm liability is treated as par with unmarked share. Here, firm underwriting is treated as what? Unmarked share. Firm underwriting ಏನಂತ treat ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? Unmarked share ಅಂತ treat ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. First, we will write down gross liability. Okay, gross liability will be how much? We know what is the gross liability? 30,000, 15,000, 5,000, total 50,000 share. Gross liability of X is 30,000, Y is 15,000 and Z is how much? 5,000. Total will be 50,000. What is the total gross liability? 50,000. From this, you have to deduct unmarked application. You have to deduct what? Unmarked application. But just go through the heading once. Here, the firm liability, that means firm underwriting is treated as what? Par with unmarked application. That means when we are deducting unmarked application, we will include firm underwriting also. We will include what? Firm underwriting also. Okay. What is the total number of applications received by the public? 45,000. What is the total number of applications received by the public? 45,000. From this, if you deduct marked application, what you will be left with? You will be left with unmarked application and firm application. You will left with unmarked application and firm application. Okay. I am repeating once again. In this sum, while deducting unmarked application, we will consider what? Firm underwriting also. We will consider as what? Firm underwriting also. When we are deducting unmarked application, you will include firm underwriting also. Okay. So from total share is subscribed by the public, if you deduct marked application, what you will left with? You will left with unmarked application plus firm underwriting. Okay. So 45,000 minus 30,000 marked application. You will get how much? You will get 15,000. This 15,000 include what? Unmarked application plus firm underwriting. Here firm underwriting is treated as part of unmarked application. Okay. This must be divided in which ratio? Gross liability ratio. Gross liability ratio is 6:3:1. 6:3:1. So it will be 9,000, 4,500, 1,500. I think everybody know how to divide this in the ratio of 6:3:1. Okay, simple. 6 plus 3 plus 1, total it will be 10. 15,000 divided by 10 into 6 for X. 15,000 divided by 10 into 3 for Y, and 15,000 divided by 10 into 1 for Mr. Z. Here this 9,000 include unmarked application plus firm underwriting, unmarked application plus firm underwriting, unmarked application plus firm underwriting. Okay, I think everybody got it. From 30,000 you will deduct unmarked application. You will get what? Balance. The balance will be 21,000 for for X, and 10,000 for Y, and 3,500 for Z. Okay. Next, less marked application. As we all know, marked application is 16,000 for X and 10,000 for Y and 4,000 for Z. Okay. We are deducting marked application. From 21,000, if you deduct 16,000 means you will get 5,000. From 10,500, if you deduct 10,000 means you will get 500. But you have to concentrate on Z part. Z added a liability of 3,500, but he sold how much? 4,000 shares. That means he sold excess share of 500. He sold excess share of 500. This negative balance is distributed between X and Y in gross liability ratio. Okay. I am repeating once again. X got a liability of positive 5,000, Y got a liability of positive 500, but Z got a liability of negative 500. This negative 500 must be distributed between Z and Y in which ratio? Gross liability ratio. Okay. So, less surplus of Z distribute between X and Y in 6:3 ratio. What is the gross liability ratio of XYZ? 6:3:1. We are leaving Z. So what is the remaining ratio? 6:3. So we will distribute in the ratio of 6:3. It will comes to 333 and 167 for Y. Okay, and we will add 500 to Z's. So after deducting 333 and 167, you will get what? Net liability. Net liability of X is 4,667 shares. Next liability of X is how much? 4,667 shares. And net liability of Y is how much? 333 shares. Whereas net liability of Z is how much? 0. Okay. Next, add firm underwriting. You are adding what? Firm underwriting. That means whether public subscribed or not, firm definitely going to purchase how much 5,000 share in case of X, and whether public subscribed or not, the underwriting firm Mr. Y definitely going to purchase how much 2,000, and Mr. Z definitely going to purchase how much 1,000, because they are interested in the company, they are interested in the shares. Okay. If you add both these, you will get what? Total liability. Total liability of X is how much? 9,667, and Y is 2,333, and Z is 1,000. Totally it will be 13,000. Total ಆಗಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? 13,000. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ತುಂಬಾ. ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೀನಿ, ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಂತ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ನಾವು, ಹೊಸದಾಗಿ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಆಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಫರ್ಮ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಫರ್ಮ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ನ ಯಾವ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ? ಫರ್ಮ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ನ ಅನ್ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಡ್ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. ಏನಂತ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ? ಫರ್ಮ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ನ ಅನ್ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಡ್ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್. ಫರ್ಮ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ನ ಏನಂತ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ? ಅನ್ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಡ್ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಅಂತ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಸೊ ಅನ್ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಡ್ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಡಿಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಏನ್ ಡಿಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಫರ್ಮ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಡಿಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸಮ್ ಮುಗೀತು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಏನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಏನು ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದೇ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಇರೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಬರೀತೀವಿ, ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಡ್ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ನ ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಟೋಟಲ್ ಇಂದ ಬರೀ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ನ ತೆಗೆದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಿಕ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ? ಟೋಟಲ್ 45,000 ಶೇರ್ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬರೀ ಏನ ಡಿಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀನಿ? ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ನ ಡಿಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಅನ್ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಡ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಫರ್ಮ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಎರಡೂ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಅನ್ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಡ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಫರ್ಮ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಎರಡೂ ಡಿಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಯಾವ ರೇಷಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ? ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ ರೇಷಿಯೋ. ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂತು? 15,000 6:1 ರೇಷಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರಿ, ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಬಂತು. ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರೋದನ್ನ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ? ಸರ್ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಸಿಕ್ತು? ನೆಟ್ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಸಿಕ್ತು. ನೆಟ್ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿಗೆ ಏನ್ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ? ಫರ್ಮ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಅನ್ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫರ್ಮ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ನ ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀರಾ, ಕೊನೆಗೆ ಫರ್ಮ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ನ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಐ ಹೋಪ್ ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಮ್. Firm liability is treated as par with market shares. Okay, here firm underwriting is treated as what? Market shares. That means while deducting market shares, you have to add what? Firm underwriting also. While deducting market shares, you have to add what? Firm underwriting also. Okay, same pattern. Gross liability, X gross liability is 30,000, Y gross liability is 15,000, and Z gross liability is 5,000. Total liability is how much? 50,000 total in total. Okay, next. You are deducting unmarked shares. Okay, what is the total shares? Total shares is 45,000. We are deducting only what? Unmarked shares. We know what is the unmarked share. How much is unmarked share? 7,000. In order to get unmarked shares, from total you have to deduct market plus firm underwriting. Market is how much? 30,000. Firm underwriting is how much? 8,000. From 45,000, if you deduct 30 plus 8 means 38,000. You will get how much? You will get how much? 7,000. You will get how much? 7,000. This 7,000 is what? Only unmarked application. Only what? Unmarked application. In loss sum, unmarked application also included what? Also included firm underwriting. But in this sum, the firm underwriting will be treated as what? Marked application. It will be treated as marked application, not as unmarked application. Okay. So less unmarked application. Unmarked application will be how much? 7,000. 7,000 must be divided in which ratio? Gross liability ratio 6:3:1. 7,000 must be divided in gross liability ratio 6:3:1. Okay. 4,200 and 12, 210 and 700. Okay. After deducting these, and 4,200, 2,100, 700 include only what? It include only unmarked shares. Okay, you will get balance. From balance we have to deduct what? Marked application plus firm underwriting. From balance we have to deduct marked application plus firm underwriting. How much is marked application? We know marked application of Mr. X is how much? 16,000, and firm underwriting of X is how much? 5,000. 16,000 plus 5,000 means 21,000. Market application of X and firm underwriting will be 21,000. Similar goes for Mr. Y. Market application is how much? 10,000, whereas firm underwriting is how much? 2,000. Total it will be how much? 12,000. And in case of C, market application is how much? Market application is how much? Market application is market application is how much? 4,000, and firm underwriting is 1,000. 4,000 plus 1,000 means 5,000. Okay. So After deducting it, you will get what? Balance. You will get what? Balance. X got a positive balance of 4,800 and Z got a positive balance of 9,000, whereas Y got a positive balance of 900, whereas Z got a negative balance of how much? 7,000. So the 7,000 must be divided between, surplus must be divided between Mr. X and Y, in which ratio? In gross liability ratio. Gross liability ratio of X and Y is how much? 6:3. So if you divide in 6:3, you will get 467 and 233. Okay. After deducting it, you will get net liability A, B, net liability of X is how much? 4,333 and Y is how much? 6,667 and whereas Z is nil. Okay. ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸತಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೀನಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನೇ ಸರ್ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ? ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ವೈ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ರೈಟರ್ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಲೈಬಿಲಿಟಿ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ನಮಗೇನ್ ಸಿಕ್ತು? ನಮಗೆ ನೆಟ್ ಲೈಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಸಿಕ್ತು. ಓಕೆ, ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿಸ್ ನೆಟ್ ಲೈಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಆಡ್ ವಾಟ್? ಫರ್ಮ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್. ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಆಡ್ ಫರ್ಮ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್. How much is firm underwriting? 5,000 for A and 5,000 for X, 2,000 for Y and 1,000 for Z. Okay, total it will be 8,000. Next, net liability for net liability we added firm underwriting. For net liability we added firm underwriting. We got total liability. We got what? Total liability. Sum is very simple. From market application we also deducted what? Firm underwriting. For net liability we have to add it back. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫರ್ಮ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ನಾವು ಡಿಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. ನೆಟ್ ಲೈಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಬರೆಯೋಕೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಬೇಕು? ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಬೇಕು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಸಮ್ಮು. ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಲೈಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋ. ಲಾಸ್ ಸಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಜೊತೆ ಏನ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ? ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಏನ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ವಿ ನಾವು? ಫರ್ಮ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ವಿ. ವೇರಾಸ್ ಈ ಸಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅನ್ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಜೊತೆ ಏನ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ವಿ? ಫರ್ಮ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ವಿ ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ. ಬಟ್ ಈ ಸಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಿರೋ ಫರ್ಮ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ನ? ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಜೊತೆ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ಲಾಸ್ ಸಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಕೊನೆಗೆ ಫರ್ಮ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ನ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ವಿ. ಈ ಸಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ? ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.